If you're lifting heavy, eating right, and still not building muscle, your sleep might be the real reason. Missing even 1 hour of rest can undo an entire week of progress. When you sleep, your muscles aren't just resting, they're rebuilding. Every workout causes tiny tears in your muscle fibers. Those tears need time, nutrition, and most importantly, deep sleep to heal. That's when the body releases growth hormone, a key factor for muscle recovery, cell repair, and even your immune function. Most of this hormone is released in the deep stages of sleep, not while you're scrolling on your phone in bed or lying awake thinking about tomorrow's training. Without enough time and deep sleep, your body produces less growth hormone and repairs less tissue, which directly slows your muscle growth over time. Muscle building relies on protein synthesis. That process speeds up when you're asleep, especially during deep sleep stages. If your sleep is too short or interrupted, this process slows down. Meanwhile, muscle breakdown ramps up. So instead of rebuilding stronger muscles after a workout, your body might be losing more muscle than it's gaining. Sleep also controls how well you perform. Athletes who extended their sleep to around 9 hours a night improved their speed, strength, and reaction times. Basketball players shot more accurately, tennis players moved faster, and weightlifters performed better across the board. On the other hand, people who got less sleep saw slower reaction times, poor focus, and less coordination. That doesn't just affect gym performance, it increases the risk of accidents and injury too. If your recovery feels slow, your sleep might be to blame. Without enough quality sleep, your body struggles to reduce inflammation and muscle soreness. This makes you feel more tired the next day, which reduces the intensity of your next workout. It becomes a cycle. Poor sleep leads to weak recovery, which leads to reduced performance, which leads to poor results. Sleep also controls your hormones. One of the most important is cortisol, the stress hormone. Your body naturally releases small amounts of cortisol during the day. That's normal, but with poor sleep, cortisol levels rise higher than they should and stay high for longer. This slows down muscle growth and encourages your body to hold on to fat, especially around your belly. At the same time, sleep loss disrupts two hormones that control hunger. Leptin, which tells you you're full, goes down. Ghrelin, which makes you feel hungry, goes up. This means you wake up hungrier than usual, crave high-calorie meals, and feel less satisfied after eating. These hormone shifts make it much harder to stick to your diet, especially if you're trying to cut fat while building muscle. Sleep also affects your body's ability to control blood sugar. Studies show that just a few nights of short sleep can reduce insulin sensitivity by up to 30%. That means your body takes longer to clear sugar from your blood. Over time, this raises your risk of storing fat and can lead to metabolic problems like type 2 diabetes. For people training hard and eating well, sleep loss might be the reason progress feels slower than expected, even if everything else looks perfect on paper. One long-term study in South Korea tracked over 19,000 adults. Those who reported poor sleep quality had more fat gain and more muscle loss over time, even when their diet and activity levels were controlled. These changes happened slowly but clearly. People who slept better kept more muscle and gained less fat as they aged. Another study looked at what happens after just one night of total sleep deprivation. Muscle samples taken from volunteers showed increased signs of muscle breakdown and higher fat storage signals. That's just one night. So if sleep loss is frequent, the effects add up quickly. There are also mental signs that you're not sleeping enough. You might feel moody or unmotivated. You might feel exhausted even if you got 8 hours in bed. This could be because the quality of your sleep wasn't good enough. Poor sleep also affects memory and focus, which means your workouts might be less effective even if you're putting in the effort. Over time, you may stop seeing results altogether, which can lead to frustration or burnout. Most adults need between 7 and 9 hours of sleep per night. For those who train hard or exercise daily, that number might need to be even higher. Athletes and highly active people usually perform best with 9 or more hours of sleep. Not everyone can hit that number every night, but if your goal is muscle growth, you'll need to treat sleep like you treat your training. It needs structure and consistency. Many people try to do the right things in the gym, but make small mistakes at night that undo their progress. One of the most common is looking at screens just before bed. Phones, laptops, and TVs all give off blue light, which tells your brain it's still daytime. That delays the release of melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy. If you're on your phone right up until lights out, you're not giving your brain the chance to settle into real rest. Eating heavy meals too close to bedtime can also interrupt your sleep. Your body has to digest that food while you're trying to sleep, which keeps your system active when it should be slowing down. This reduces the time you spend in deep sleep and can lead to waking up during the night. Even alcohol, which might help you fall asleep faster, makes your sleep lighter and less restorative. Another common mistake is having no sleep routine. If you go to bed at 10 p.m. one night, then 1 a.m. the next, then midnight the night after, your internal clock has no idea what to expect. This makes it harder to fall asleep, harder to stay asleep, and harder to get back into deep sleep if you wake up. Your body likes rhythm. A stable sleep schedule helps improve sleep quality even if the total time stays the same. Improving your sleep starts with building a simple routine. Try going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, including weekends. If you need to use screens at night, turn on night mode or use blue light blockers. Finish heavy meals at least 2 hours before bedtime. Make your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. These small changes signal to your body that it's time to sleep and help you enter deep sleep faster. If you like to snack at night, go for something light with protein and carbs. This helps maintain blood sugar and gives your body what it needs for overnight recovery. Avoid caffeine after the early afternoon since it can stay in your system for hours. Even a late coffee can affect your sleep without you realizing it. And try to finish workouts a few hours before bed. Exercise helps improve sleep quality overall, but training too close to bedtime raises body temperature and heart rate, which makes it harder to fall asleep. Morning or early evening workouts are ideal if you want to sleep well and recover fully. You can also start tracking your sleep. There are apps and wearables that show how much time you spend in light, deep, and REM sleep. You don't need to check it every day, but even basic tracking can help you spot patterns. If your sleep quality drops when you eat late, stay up late, or train too late, you'll know what to adjust. Over time, small changes can lead to better recovery and more muscle growth. So if your strength has stalled, your energy is low, and fat loss has slowed, don't just change your workouts. Fix your sleep. Your body needs it more than any supplement or advanced program. Sleep is the real growth window. Fitness doesn't stop at the gym. It finishes when your head hits the pillow. What does your sleeping routine look like at the moment? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe while you're there.